Hi guys, this is going to be your forecast for the sign of Leo. So I've already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down. We're going to flip them over together and see what's in store for you the next week or two. Now I'm doing the format a little bit differently today. We're going to be looking at a person rather than a general situation here. So this person here, it's likely you, Leo, but it could be someone who you're attached to, someone you're dealing with, or just somebody you're vibing with, okay? Now the first card here is going to be the position of the head. What they're thinking, what's right on their mind, okay? So the first card is the King of Cups, and that's coupled with the Oracle card of the Hammer. This is like taking a time out to ourselves to really process. Taking time to ourselves to process a situation. The Hammer has to do with like healing, right? Repair. And the King of Cups is like really all about your emotions, yourself, like looking into your own emotions. Kind of a little bit broody, but not in a bad way. More like really, like in your own feelings. In this case, it's like taking the time to process your own feelings, all right? Now, why? We're going to find out still. So let's move on to the position of the back. So this is going to tell us, why? Because the position of the back is recent events. It's what's at our back, what just happened, or what's still lingering behind us. So the card that is on our back is the Ace of Wands, upside down, coupled with the Oracle card of Jupiter. Alright, so the Ace of Wands upside down has to do with inaction, not doing something, or being shut down. Being shut down. Jupiter is like expansion, okay? So in this case, it's like being shut down when trying to expand something. Like we tried to basically go to the next level. Like if this is a relationship, this would be like expanding our relationship, like going to the next level, you know? Like if you're dating, it would be like being boyfriend-girlfriend. If you're boyfriend-girlfriend, it would be like whatever the next thing is. But my point is that it's just like not getting the expansion that we wanted, and then we're processing these emotions. Now, we're going to go back to these and see why this is all happening, and I'm going to clarify each one of these positions. But for now, I just want to keep going. But just looking at this still, it's like if this could also really, it doesn't have to be a relationship. This is, at the moment, as I deal more cards, we're going to get more specific. But at the moment, this is general, and this is really just generally saying we haven't gotten more. We haven't expanded what we have. We've basically been shut down on gaining anything new, any new expansions, promotions, anything to that effect. So let's keep going. So at the position of the heart here, so again, this person doesn't have to be you, Leo, okay? This could just be someone who you're vibing with. So this person, if it is someone else, let's say, for example, that you're dealing with someone who's really like kind of distant right now in their own world, doing their own thing. Well, this is why, okay? So this gives you insight into another person. It's because they are really taking the time to process something because of something that's still going on, that's lingering in their field from the past, and it has to do with being unable to gain traction on expanding something, gaining something new. Well, let's keep going. So the position of the heart now. This is what this person really wants, what they feel, what is, what's driving them, like what's either causing them emotion or what is, what they're emotional over, okay? So let's see here. The Hanged Man, that is upside down, okay? So the Hanged Man is coming out of a position, of his own position, right, upside down. So he's back right side up, but he was upside down. So again, I'm getting a feeling that in the recent past, there has been a period where we have been shut down, exemplified by the Hanged Man. Now, I don't think this is the case anymore, but it's definitely not the case anymore. Oh, actually, no. It could still be the case. It could still be the case. I'm not sure yet. We'll still find out. But I do have that coupled with the Oracle card of Saturn upside down. Let me hold these up together. So what I'm getting from these two cards is like, we really want to get out of this situation that we've been in. We really want, it's like we've been in the hangman position, the correct hangman position, which is upside down. And we would like to get out of that. And with Saturn upside down, it's like, again, we want to get out of restriction. We want to be unrestricted. So this is all about like trying to get out from being like stifled. Like I feel like, Leo, you might have really been put down, oppressed in some way, or prevented from doing what you want to do in the recent or long-term past. We're going to find out. Okay, so what this person is doing, what actions they're taking with regards to the rest of the spread. So what actions they're taking? Well, not much action because it's decision time, and I think they're undecided. That's the right word. Sorry, they're undecided here. That's all part of this processing that I was mentioning earlier. So the Seven of Cups has to do with too many options. And it can be confusion. Upside down, it's definitely confusion. Okay, it's way too many options, being stuck with all these options, or just a complex situation that we haven't really made sense of. Now that's coupled with the Oracle card of the 8 upside down. Hold on, let me get a feel for this. What's the 8 upside down here? Oh, again, it's like we're trying to get out of a situation. This is all really trying to get out of a situation where we have been put down and oppressed and prevented from doing something. But we don't know how. We don't know how to get out of the situation that we're stuck in. It's like with the 8 upside down here, it's like we don't have enough resources, we don't have enough, we don't know how to get enough, or this is our action, is we are currently trying to figure out how to scrape enough money or scrape up enough resources to get out of the situation. And that's our action for right now. This person really is doing a lot of processing and figuring out. It's like, how do I get out of this? Alright, let's keep going. I'm going to get stuck on this again. Alright, so the position of the foot's where they're going. Short-term future, okay? So where this is going to take us, where their actions are actually going to take them. The Page of Cups. So this is really good. I'm happy to see this here because it seems like after a period of being just in processing and being like unable to decide and being kind of like oh, I need to get all my ducks in a row, but I don't know how to or where to go. And then now it's like when we go to the position of the foot here, it's like the Page of Cups. It's finally coming forward with everything we figured out and being like, okay, here it is. Whether that be for someone else, this could very much be presenting it to someone else with the Page of Cups here, is bringing that forward once we've figured out a solution or a plan. And I feel like this is a solution because with it I have the bridge here. So the bridge has to do with something that makes something easier. This is a solution to the problem that we have been racking our brains over, that we can't figure out, or that we can't figure out how to get enough resources or enough of the components that are required together to make it happen. And again, it's all about getting out of a situation that we've been stuck in. Alright. Let's go back each of these positions one at a time. Shit, cards just exploded everywhere. Hold on. Alright, so let's go back to each one of these positions one at a time. I want to get just a little bit more in each of these. So let's look at the very first position, which is the this is the emotional processing, actually. This is the emotional processing. Alright, but that's happening on a mental level. So that's like really considering our emotions. How do we feel? How do we feel? And how can I get out of these feelings? Like, what can I do to get out of the situation that contributes to these feelings? Let's see. Tell me about the King of Cups. Okay. Whoa. I have 3 cards that flew out, so that's interesting. Alright, and they're pretty cool cards, actually. So, I have the Sun, first of all. That was the card that first came out and stuck out at me, was the Sun. So, it's like really figuring out what makes us happy. Okay, and trying to actually understand our emotions and be happier, I think, too, is like understand ourselves and understand, like, well, why weren't we happy in the past? Why we didn't get success in the past? Well, let's really process that. It's like, how can we be happier? Now that's coupled with the oracle card of the arrow upside down and Pluto. So the Pluto has to do with our desires, what we truly want, okay? And this is what I was saying, like, you know, it's what we want. And in the past, we weren't successful. And I think that part of what's going on now is processing. It's like, well, I wasn't successful in the past, so maybe I can actually do without that thing. Maybe I can be happy without the arrow upside down, without that thing. And in fact, maybe I can forgo that thing from my desires and my happiness. Maybe this thing is not required for my desires and my happiness. And maybe that's why we were shut down so much in the past, you know, it's like, well, maybe it wasn't going to make us happy anyway, and it was kind of like the universe made sure we never got it, because it wasn't going to make us happy anyway. It would have been a waste of our time. So let's see here. Anything else? Actually, I want to move on to this position here. So the Ace of Wands upside down with Jupiter. So this is what happened in the past. I'm super curious what it was. It's obviously, it may not be one thing, you know, or it could be many things for different people, but in general, it's that being shut down from from like progress, from like moving forward, from getting any traction on what it was that we were trying to move forward on. It's just like total shutdown. Tell me about this Ace of Wands for my Leos. Oh, here we go. Card flew out. 0. Whoa. Alright. So, no opportunities. This is basically no opportunities were presented themselves, and it was like, even no matter how much effort you put in, no opportunities presented themselves, or there wasn't the opportunity to put in the effort in the past. I need to know more about this. Tell me more. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Wands upside down for my Leos. Okay. Yeah. And you know, I think some of it was self-sabotage. Alright, that's really the truth of it. It may be, and it could be that there were external factors too, right? There always are. But I think ultimately here, it's like our own inaction, our own lack of progress may have had to do with our own, it may have had to do with our own ego, or the impact of our own ego, our actions, you know. Yeah. Yeah, overall energy here is the throne here, which is all about our position, and underneath that we have Taurus. So it's like, I feel like we expected to be put on a throne, but Taurus says like we didn't actually want to do the work. We didn't put in the effort to get far. And again, it's like there could have been external factors involved, but this is like one component. We didn't put in the effort to actually break through. That's Uranus, okay? So, if that makes sense. It's like, we wanted to get the position, but we were slow or we were lazy, right? That's Taurus, can be lazy. And then to break through is Uranus. I'm beating a dead horse. Okay. Let's take a look at, I feel like, well, let's do one quick card for this heart position. It's like what we really want. Well, I feel like what we really want is to get out of the funk we've been in, and really pursue the things that we want to get out of the funk that we've been in, so that we can pursue the things we want to pursue, the crown. But it's like, I feel like there's like a malaise here. There's a malaise, or there's like a haze, like a lack of motivational energy. There's a lack of power and energy. But we want to. Alright, let's look at this for my Leos. The position of the hand, again, is what we're doing here. So what we're doing, mulling over our choices and not finding very good ones. That's what we're doing. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Let's see what else comes out. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, excuse me. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please, for my Leos. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please, for my Leos. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, please. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Oh, that one kind of wanted to come out. The Nine. So, thought. Like I was saying, what are we doing? Considering, thinking. 9 is the number for thought. So again, this is just confirmations. Like, we're not taking much action at all. This is all about processing right now. It's like, geez. So, well, processing is good though. You know, sometimes you don't need to be jumping out there. It's like, sometimes your actions don't get you far. You really got to know what you're, it's like, let's keep going. So, Page of Cups. The position of the foot, where we're going. So where we're going is we're going to come forward with an idea, with a plan. We're going to come forward and actually try something, or come forward with a proposal. A proposal that is going to give us an opportunity to, I think, address our lack of inaction, to try to actually motivate, to try to like to claw our way towards the thing that we want here. Tell me about this proposal. Tell me about this proposal. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. Shuffle. It's not coming out anymore. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Again, this is what we're clarifying in the position of the foot. Right? Short-term future. Short-term future. Alright, and what did I say? The Hand. What did I say about making a proposal to another person? Well, here's that other person, is that Hand. And I think that this person, it might be like, well, let me take a look here. First of all, I think this person might be a female, because I'm getting the Princess here at the bottom. Could just be a younger person too, doesn't have to be female, but feminine, younger energy. A second. And they, you know, it could be that they, in some way, either they have reached out to you or they will in some way reach out to you. I think this proposal comes from you, Leo, but the bridge is also them reaching out to you is what creates this bridge, is that's what creates this opportunity, is that's what makes this doable easier, is this interaction with this other person. So, going back and looking at the whole spread, Leo, you're doing a lot of considering, and you're trying to get out of the situation where you've been in a funk, where you haven't been doing a lot of stuff, and you haven't really been pursuing your goals. You haven't been pursuing the things that you want to do, and you're in a period of reconsideration or just deep thought and processing and planning. Okay. Consider a person who might help you, because I'm really getting that once you're done with all this planning, you're going to come up with a person who's going to help you, a person who's going to make this easier. So I'm going to give you a shortcut and just say, skip all the general, skip this, and just think about the person, this person, or rather actually this is you, but the person who is going to be this bridge for you, okay? And that's the person that you need to make your proposal to, or that you need to talk to. If this is vice versa, Leo,